Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Today is Wednesday, July 23rd. I am excited to be sharing the special sale today with you and the cards that we're going to make with the awesome Sunflower 3D embossing folder. I'm making sure that I'm recording in the right place. So, yeah. So welcome. Let me go over the Stampin' Up! News and then talk about my classes coming up, and then we'll start making our pretty cards. I've got lots of cool stuff to show you today. Some new stamp sets and dies and embossing folders. Anyway, the paper pumpkin for August is Farmhouse Florals. You sign up by August 10th, you can get that. It's 9 cards, 3 each of 3 different designs. You can also add on the Circle of Seasons dies that you can get to go with that. And my classes coming up for August. I start my Christmas classes, so they'll be August, September, October, November, 4 months of cards. And if you take the 4 card class, you will have 16 cards by Christmas. If you take the Stamp-A-Stack, you'll have 80 cards by Christmas. So it's a lot of fun. We have a great group of ladies that come. I would love to have you join us or get the class to go. As soon as I have the cards made, I will post a little sneak peek of them. So the card class and the Stamp-A-Stack, it's Friday, August 15th at my house in Waxahachie. You need RSVP by August 7th. And then the evening card class is Cheers and Sips, which is this new stamp set. We're going to be doing a class just on this stamp set. It's Cheers and Sips with all of the cute little fruit and things that go with it, and the embossing folders, Glass and Gardens. And I'm waiting on the Designer Series paper to come in, but look at how pretty these designs are. So this you can make into a drinking glass. This you can too. There's just so much you could do. You could do this on white and color it in. It's really pretty. Both sides are really cool. Anyway, that is coming up, and that is Thursday, August 28th at 6 p.m. And you can get that class to go also. We make 4 cards for $20. Shopping with me, if you shop, well, I got to tell you about, normally you get, if you spend $25, you get 4 free handmade cards. If you spend $50, you get 4 cards and a free embellishment. But today, the next 3 days, I'm having a special sale because Stampin' Up! Is having a free shipping special going on right now. It's on orders of 75 or more, and you can either place your order yourself and can just get the free shipping, or if you send me your order and pay me, I'll order it for you, and you will get to choose $75 worth of stuff from my BOGO, my retired Stampin' Up! Products, which I counted. Not counting all the stuff that's not even in this flyer, there's 248 items that I have. Stamps, markers, blends, just embellishments, all kinds of cool stuff. And if you're local, you can come and shop local. If not, you can go on my blog and shop. It's stampwithcarrie.blogspot.com, and just click on the My Retired Online Store, I think is what it's called on my blog. And you can shop for there and pick out 75 what you want here and 75 new. So whatever you pay for the new, you get free from the old. You'd only pay tax and shipping on the new, and then just shipping on the old if you are not local to pick it up. So it's a great deal. Buy one, get one free, and Stampin' Up! Free shipping. It only comes around every so often. So it lasts for 3 days, today, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Free shipping automatically applies to your cart after the qualifying amount has been met, which is 75. Coupon codes and Stampin' Rewards will lower your order's retail amount, and the orders must meet the qualifying amount to be eligible for free shipping. So if you have $20 in points and you use those, you'd need to have a $95 order. You know, it just needs to be 75 after your discounts. The additional cost for expedited shipping is not covered. And then also prepaid pumpkin subscriptions and the month-to-month subscriptions do not qualify for free shipping. But the refills, the pass kits, and add-ons do qualify for free shipping. You must be a subscriber to purchase. And yeah, there's that. Okay, so let's move on. I want to show off some stuff to y'all. Some of the new goodies that I got. Look at all this paper. I had to get, so the two-tone, I'm like, I don't need that, I don't need that. But then I started seeing people using it and I'm really kind of in love with it. So I really wanted the Daffodil Delight to use with the Sunflower 3D embossing folder, but I ended up getting 9 other colors too, just because I think it'd be fun to play with. So I opened all of them and I'll just share with you. So it's two-toned, as in this is Daffodil Delight, and then there's the light. So each color is dark on one side, light on the other, and then on the inside it's white. So when you sand it, it's got a white core in it. So I just wanted to share with you real quick what the colors look like. This is Pumpkin Pie. Let's pull out a sheet so you can see the lighter side. It's just like, just a little bit lighter. This is Real Red. Is it? Yeah, it's Real Red. It's probably going to take too long to pull all these out, isn't it? I don't want to rip the pages. But you get the idea. So there is Melon Mambo, Calypso Coral. This is Summer Coastal Cabana. Pretty Peacock. I thought that's what that was. This one is Garden Green, Petunia Pop, and Berry Burst. This one is really pretty. Look at the color of this. Let's see if I can show you the light side. Look at how pretty that is. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with the new paper. So, the cards that we made last week were the Mixed Florals, which I love this set. It's so pretty. And everyone that commented, hey Terry, good morning. Thanks for joining. So glad to hear from you, see you, talk to you. We're not seeing each other, you know. Anyway, I drew all the names. So if you comment, you get an entry to win these cards, the cards that we make today. Or if you share the video, you get 2 entries. So I drew the names on the Wheel of Names, and Miss Shirley Taylor, you are the lucky recipient of these pretty cards. So I will get those to you. And this is the class that we're having tomorrow night. I'm having my evening class, and we're making those 3 cards plus another one here. And I love that stamp set. Okay, so the Sunflower 3D, look at how big this is. So it is 6 inches by 8.5 inches. You can get 2 card fronts in here, or if you want to position your card front, you know, with just a certain flower, you can do that. It's really big and pretty. It's a 3D. I love this embossing folder. So here are some of the things that I've done with it. I embossed it in Daffodil Delight, and then I fussy cut it around one of the flowers, and then kind of sponged some with the dauber, some Daffodil Delight ink on there. And then this one I embossed with on white and then ran the ink pad over it, and this is with crushed curry. So this is the emboss side, this is the deboss side. They're both really pretty, aren't they? So the flowers are slightly different. This is how it was in the embossing folder. So you get 2 pieces. This one I tried, and I'm not very good at it. My friend Debbie, thank you Debbie for showing me this technique of using the sponge daubers, and mine didn't turn out pretty like hers. I kind of got ink where it shouldn't be. So I guess I need to be more careful, but it's pretty. I think I just need practice. But I have to ask your opinion. Do you like it better when the card is on pecan pie. So I use pecan pie, Daffodil Delight, and Old Olive. So do you like it better on the pecan pie card base or the Old Olive card base? I figure with the yellow being, I want it to be more of a focal point, so I don't want to put it on the Daffodil Delight. I can't decide. Which is your favorite? Anyway, that's that. So let's go ahead and get started with our card making. I think I told all the news. Okay, so we're going to start with Daffodil Delight and Basic Black. We've got a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 of Basic Black, Basic White, 4 by 5 1/4, and this will go on the inside so we can write our words on there. And then I have run this through the embossing folder. So this is the two-tone Daffodil Delight. So we're going to take this, and I don't know if any of you recognize this, but it's years old. Stampin' Up! Used to sell these, but even if you don't have one of these, we don't sell them anymore, which I wish we did now that we have this white core paper, but you can just use a piece of sandpaper. So we're just gonna go over the card. Let's use this side. We'll get more at once. And it just gets the edges so that the white pops out. Isn't that cool? And you could do it more over, you know, what areas you want to really pop. And I think we want those edges to come out a little bit on the leaves. And it just gives it a subtle, wow, I made a hole in the paper. I think I went a little too rough with that one. Okay, so now we're going to adhere this to our card base. And because it is a 3D embossing folder, we want to use extra adhesive so it'll lay flat, because the 3D embossing folders give really deep impressions and they tend to buckle if you don't put enough adhesive on there. So we'll put this on here. I love how that Daffodil Delight just pops on the black. And then I've stamped this ahead of time, so I have a piece of just a little strip. It's about 1/2 inch by about 3 1/4 inches. So I used the embossing buddy to wipe it and stamped it in Versamark with the happy birthday from Beautiful Butterflies, and then embossed it with some of our embossing powder. I'm looking for my scissors. They disappeared. They're hiding under here. And I'm just going to give it a banner edge where you cut down the middle to your V, and then you can make your little banner. Because I'm not cutting deep enough. And we'll do this side. Got our happy birthday. And we'll pop this up. Oh, sorry. Okay. I think that's a little bit longer than the other one. So we'll just shorten that up a little bit. And we'll put one more in the middle, just so it doesn't fall squished down in the center. And we're gonna pop up the happy birthday. We don't really want to cover up a lot of the flowers, but we'll put that up there. And then I've used our Baker's Twine, which comes in a package. I think, is it 4 or 5 colors? I can't remember, but it's got like black and white. And then these are just some mini glue dots from our paper pumpkins. They send in, you know, plenty so that there's left over after you've done your paper pumpkins. So I like to save them for little things like this. So I've just cut the ribbon about 6 inches and cut it in half, so it's like 2 pieces of 3 by 3, and cut that, tied it in a little bow. And so there is that. You could add some embellishments to it, but I like it just like it is. Okay, moving on to card number 2. So we've got, and I did this ahead of time to save time, but we have got, let's see, we've got our Whisper White, our Petunia Pop, and our Granny Apple Green. So I stamped this in Memento, and the hello is also from Beautiful Butterflies. And so we're gonna ink up the Petunia Pop inside flower. If I can line this up. And then we've got our leaves and stem that we'll ink up in Granny Apple Green. So Petunia Pop and Granny Apple Green. Let me move it a little closer so I can make sure I'm lined up. And okay, so that is all done. And then we've got our Whisper White here. And I've got a sponge dauber. And this is Petunia Pop. We'll just set this aside for now. So we've got Petunia Pop. And we're just going to take our sponge dauber and ink up the Whisper White Craft, which this is an old pad, but it still works. You just re-ink it when it gets dry, but the new ones are nicer. And you just want to kind of cover lightly, mainly the raised edges. Just spreading the ink onto the flowers. And see how it just all comes to life when you add that color. I love Petunia Pop. It's one of my favorite colors. It's just really vibrant. Yeah. So that was easy peasy. So now we'll just put it together on our white card base. We've got 5.5 by 8.5. And we're gonna, so this one I've cut 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it just is gonna give us barely an edge of white around our card. I really wanted the paper to be the embossed paper to be the focus. So we're adding our adhesive, and you do want to go slow when you've got cardstock that's been embossed so it doesn't rip. So it just has a little bit of the matte around the edges. Make sure that's stuck down good. So this is, I forgot to say, this is die cut with one of the squares from the Stylish Shapes. And the flower is from You Are Remarkable. So I stamped this flower in Memento, and then this one in Petunia Pop and Granny Apple Green. Okay, so we're gonna pop this up. Oh, you can see I've got glue all on, ink all on there. How did I do that? I'm not sure. I had the paper underneath it. Maybe it was on my fingers. Okay, and we're gonna pop this one up. With some mini dimensionals. It up here so it can show off more of the flowers. And then we'll add some of these. These are the purple fine shimmer gems. And I like how this color coordinates with the petunia pop. Just add a little sparkle to it. So card number 2. These are just really quick and easy cards. Card number 3. So we're going to start with paper underneath here. And then we've got a piece of, this is Daffodil Delight. And we're going to ink it up with Poppy Parade. So when I did this card the other day, my fingers were inky and they still, yeah, I've showered and scrubbed and it's still on there a little bit, but that's okay. So you just want to lightly brush your ink pad across the paper, picking up the raised edges. So it gets a different technique if you're using the emboss side or the deboss side. But, we'll just wipe this along here. Make sure we get it good and covered. And yeah, I'm already getting inky, but that's okay. That's proof that I stamped. Anybody questions? Oh, I should have left that open because, oh no, I already stamped the words just to be quick. Oh, that one's kind of jacked up. It's got ink on it. I wonder if I have another one of those labels. Let's see if there's another one. Yeah, I'm kind of inky. I probably should get a baby wipe out. Just use that one. It's close enough, right? We'll stamp a thank you since that one's... Oh, I put the thank you away. Here's the thank you. It's from Coneflower Celebrations. That's celebrating me. Let's see if we can find thank you. Here's thank you. It's a little one. So we'll just use this. Hopefully, yeah, that's better. Okie doke. So we've got our card base. So this one I cut 4 1/4 by 11. 4 1/4 by 11. Thank you, Roxanne. Good morning. Do you know, it's been so busy, crazy. I'm not sure what you wanted help with before, but reach out to me again and let's see when we can get together. It's been crazy. My daughter and her family, their house, the rent house had mold in it. And so I've been helping with the kids and they've been trying to get moved out and it's just been a whirlwind. So been crazy busy, but I did score this because when the paper is folded, it makes a neater fold there. Anyway, I'm sorry for not as a good day. Maybe next week we can get together. And I'm not really sure. I don't remember what you needed help with. So the ink is coming off onto the cardstock. I guess when I flip it over is when the ink gets on there because it's not dried yet. Because I'm like, trying to hurry and get this card done. So we'll just get our chamois and wipe all the ink off of there. I should have left that grid paper on there to keep it clean. Okay, so we've got our card base and I think I like this. And then make sure I don't have ink on my fingers. And pop this up. Whoops. But yeah, Roxanne, I'm so sorry. I'm a little scatterbrained, kind of forgetful. Okay, so we're gonna just put our thank you up here. How about over here? Show off the flowers. So on this card, I did the deboss side, and this one is the embossed side. So which one do you like better? Do you like the debossed or the embossed? It's just like the opposite, you know? Anyway, here are the 3 cards that we've made. Thank you. I want them to be okay without having like more like they've got some mold sensitivities and a few symptoms from it. So I'm hoping it will. When they're trying to get into a camper, they're going to live in a camper, an RV until their house gets built, and it should be done by December. But yeah, with 4 kids, can you imagine? And 2 dogs and 2 cats. So I've got their dog. I wish I could show him to you. He ran off. I've been keeping the puppy, the little French bulldog. He's a little lilac. Anyway, he's a dog. So tell me which one is your favorite card, and I appreciate you shopping with me. Remember, if you shop during the free shipping and you want to get come shop from my BOGO, then you can do that. So I hope y'all have a blessed week. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.